Welcome to Wrestle Talk with Big Daddy D. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's been far too long since Big Daddy D gave you the ins and outs of wrestling today. Listen, we're going back. We're going old school. Big Daddy D's going to do it. We're going to start doing this a weekly show. Okay? Big Daddy D's Wrestletude. And what that means, okay, is I'm not going to sugarcoat anything in the wrestling business today. Whether it's WWE reviews, New Japan Pro Wrestling reviews, maybe Impact reviews, okay? ROH, independent scene, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give you the weekly most important wrestling news. I'm going to give you my feelings on it, and I'm going to be completely honest. So what that means is there's going to be fucking bad language in this video. Why? Because that's who I am. And I feel that's what you fans really want. You want an honest opinion. You don't want somebody to sugarcoat you and say, this is a good match, but, you know, I really wish they could do this and that. No, all right? I'm gonna give it to you the way you want it, because you want to feel it. You want to feel our anger. I'm going to vent it for all of you. Why? Because I'm Big Daddy D, and that's what I do. And it's time to get back to what I'm all about. So, ladies and gentlemen, this first edition of Big Daddy D's Wrestletude, it's a special one. Because, as you know, I was at WWE Backlash this past Sunday. First row. I know the ins and outs. I was also at JR's comedy show, and I know some inside scoops about NXT TakeOver that happened at Chicago that he only told that crowd. And he said to that crowd, go ahead. If you want, you can tell that anybody you want, the dirt sheets. Well, I'm going to do that because I got JR's permission. So we're going to do that today. But we're going to start off, okay? I also got some New Japan Pro Wrestling news. Okay, I got that going on for you. I've got some news about the Hardys lawsuit going on with TNA, okay, about the deletion gimmick, okay, the broken gimmick. I've got information on that. I've got information on the Jinder Mahal WWE title reign and how insanely last minute it came to him winning that championship, okay. Now, we're going to start off, of course, with Backlash. So let's get on with the Backlash review, which will be right here. All right, here we go. So I was all relaxed, all settled in for Backlash. Now, you got to remember, there was a pre-show match. It was 10. Yes, sir. The man, the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, taking on, who was it? Yeah, Simon Gotch, I think. So yeah, it was Ty Dillinger taking on Aiden English to start off the pre-show, okay? And what a craptastic way to start it off. All right, Aiden English. Now, I'm going to give you my thoughts as a person that was in attendance, okay? I'll let you know some secrets that happened, some chants that probably were not on TV. I'm going to do that all for you because I love each and every one of you subscribers and viewers. And as always, forget to hit that like button and subscribe and comment. Whether you like me or you don't like me, it don't matter. It's relative. So anyways, Aiden English, for those who don't know, is married to Shaw Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero's daughter. He is also a Chicago native. But he was playing the heel as usual. He comes out and he's bashing Chicago. He's like, thank God for this. Don't live in this godforsaken town anymore. Anyways, it was a pretty good match for undercard matches go. I actually thought for a second when Aiden English hit his finisher that he might beat Ty Dillinger. But it didn't happen. Ty Dillinger got it in the end, and the Perfect 10 continues his streak. Now we go to the well, before that, I should mention when they called out all the announcers, Big Bradshaw, man, he got so much heat. We knew that was going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Bradshaw got major heat. Major fire, Bradshaw. Fire, Bradshaw. And on top of that, he gave me a dirty look because I flipped him off. And I was literally like this far from him. By the way, I hover over him. So if he's really 6'7", he must have shrunk or something because I'm legitimately 6'7". So he was definitely shorter than me. So that was probably some kayfabe. He's that tall. I don't know. So here's the deal. The fans want him fired. It was pretty funny. He tried to take it in stride, but it got to him. And it was going on all night. You probably can't see that or hear that on the WWE Network because I think they mess around with the sound. I'm telling you, so you can't hear stuff. Like people are stupid. Anyways, that was pretty funny. But we go to the opening. Backlash. Here we go. And what do we start off with? One of my most anticipated matches. Everyone knows that's been watching me. They're one of my top 3 favorite superstars and a person I've been watching since the New Japan Pro Wrestling days. Because I am a New Japan Pro Wrestling fan, all right? You're talking to one. I'm not just a bandwagon fan. Shinsuke Nakamura took on Dolph Ziggler. And I was anticipating that this had a chance to be the match of the night. And boy, was I wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is supposed to be Shinsuke Nakamura's main debut in the WWE. So what ends up happening? It's a clusterfuck. I have no other way to say it. Shinsuke Nakamura did not bring it to the table. Dolph Ziggler carried that match. Okay? I want you to rewatch that match if you think I'm wrong. Watch. Ziggler carries that match. Okay, in the end, Shinsuke got the win, which we knew what was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. He's obviously not going to lose. They're going to build him to be the new SmackDown guy. Him and AJ Styles, neck and neck. That's what I said. And that's cool. But for a debut, okay, for a debut in the SmackDown roster in a pay-per-view, sorry, special event. They're not called pay-per-views anymore. But I'm still going to call them pay-per-view because I'm not an idiot, all right? You're going to go out there and half-ass it? Now take it. Shinsuke Nakamura, the main reason he did come to the WWE, besides wanting, to be in the WWE, since it is the WWE, it's the biggest place you go. It's like being in the NFL, going from, the Canadian Football League to the NFL, the National Football League. Okay, that's what it's like. But the main reason he did come, this is inside information, is because he could take it easy now. He didn't have to go as hard as he was. He doesn't get that moniker, the King of Strong Style, for any old reason. The man, watch his matches in New Japan Pro Wrestling. You can catch some on YouTube. The man was vicious. Legitimate. Now you're forgetting, he's a legitimate MMA fighter he came from. Legitimately. He's a badass. This isn't a shtick, okay? He's a bad motherfucker. And, he's getting up there in age now. I believe he's 37, 38 years old, and he wants to start taking it easy on his body. He's still going to put on some great matches, but he doesn't want to go extreme like he used to. The real strong style, okay? And that's why he's here. But I'm sorry, compared to his NXT matches, it was very lackluster. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura. And I'm with you. I'm on the bandwagon. I love Shinsuke Nakamura. But he did not bring it to the table like he should have. This was his debut, his official debut in the WWE, okay? In the WWE, not NXT, even though it's the same thing. But you know what I mean. Not very good chemistry him and Ziggler had. I know my reject brothers over there want to say that, oh, well, maybe he didn't have enough time. They didn't have enough time to mesh. That had nothing to do with it. It was just not very good booking. I don't think they really hit it off, those two. I don't think they have chemistry. And Shinsuke just didn't take any real good risks. It was very lackluster. So, I don't know what everybody else is going to grade it, but I'll tell you what I'm going to grade this. I'll be honest with you. This match was a C-, okay? And that's sad to say, because usually Shinsuke Nakamura matches are between A and maybe, the worst, a B+. But this was not good. I'm sorry. It was not good. So that's what I give this one. This gets a B-. All right. Next. What's next? Well, we go to the tag team title match. This craptastic pay-per-view gets better. Yeah, here we go. The Fashion Police, okay? Breezango take on the Usos. This was ridiculous. I have no other way to say it. This was ridiculous. This was a joke. There was a time that Tyler Breeze, in my eyes, and I still think he has it deep down, had a chance to be like a new Shawn Michaels, if you will, okay? He has the athleticism. He's got the skills, the mic skills. He's got the cockiness. He's got the entrance music. But for whatever reason, I guess he's too small, and he is extremely small, I'm not going to lie. Because I was front row, and I matched up with all the wrestlers. This kid has got to be legitimately maybe 5'7", 5'8". He is a little guy. I mean, he came up to like here on me. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. But I don't care. It doesn't matter. You're supposed to, you know, it doesn't. Size doesn't matter. And one thing that Daniel Bryan has proven that, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels has proven that, Bret the Hitman Hart has proven that. Size doesn't matter. Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, the list goes on. This is not the 80s, man. You don't have to be a 6'7", 300-pound giant anymore to be the man, okay? And I'll be honest with you, it's more exciting with the smaller guys because they can go faster, they can do crazier moves off the top ropes, and it's more spectacular. I enjoyed that more than the old classic big man versus big man stuff, okay? So, it's BS that they want to bury poor Tyler just because of his size, okay? He's got so much charisma. And the same goes for, what's his name? Zonga, whatever. The dancer. What's his name? Whatever. You know what? That's how sad it is. I forgot his name. I forgot his freaking name. Okay? You know, the dancing guy. His name is Mark Curtis. Okay? That's his real name. And he's got a lot to offer to the table, but he's given this shit gimmick for the last, now what, 4 years? He's been stuck with this shit. It's BS, dude. Get that crap off of him. This is crap. This is not 1989 to 95 with the goofy, stupid gimmicks, the dentists, the dancers, the clowns, all that bullshit. Okay? We don't need that crap. All right? Most wrestling fans today, besides the kids and maybe some of the teeny bopper girls, they're smart. Okay? They know these people aren't legitimately these idiots that you want to portray them as. Okay. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. The Usos came down. They fought. Tyler Breeze did his whole thing where he was, you know, he's a janitor and he's fighting him with a mop. Stupid, 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 because it makes the Usos look like idiots. And they're supposed to be legitimate badasses here, the tag champs. Okay? And then he dresses up as a grandmother, and we had some great "Let's go, Grandma" chants, okay? We had that. That was pretty funny. But this was stupid, and they lost the course, which I said they would. Okay, this match easily got a D from me. Okay, this gets a solid D. This was shit. I'm sorry, it was. So let's get on to our next match, shall we? Now here's a match that I thought should have not have happened. If I was booking Backlash, it's very obvious what I would have done. Okay. Naomi defending her women's championship against Charlotte. That's all. That's all you had to do. But no, you want to do this stupid thing, this 3-woman versus 3-woman bullcrap match that nobody cares about. It was stupid. This James Ellsworth thing is getting ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. This man He's annoying as fuck, and I guess that's what Vince likes about it because we legitimately hate him. But the thing is, he has no business being there anymore. It was funny the first month or two, then it started to go really stale. This guy has no business being in the WWE. Go back to the independents, do your shit there, because you have no business here. It's ridiculous. All right, and that is the truth. This match was stupid. It was nothing memorable about it. Natty Neidhart and her team won the stupid thing. This easily got an F from me. Easily got an F. Nothing memorable here. This was shit. There wasn't even good wrestling in this. This was just a clusterfuck. Okay? So that's what I think of that one. Let's get on to Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn. Oh boy. Listen. You got a big problem here. Okay. You're legitimately trying to push Baron Corbin as this monster heel, this big monster heel, who, by the way, I want to get to that, is legitimately pretty tall. I was face to face with him. He's about an inch shorter than me. So he's a pretty big guy, okay? That's no BS. But here's the problem. And I'm a fan of Baron Corbin. I'm a Corbin guy, all right? Some people aren't. But you know, the whole point is you want to keep building him. Okay, you got to think about it. He's not being put in a Roman Reigns position where he's just got a WWE title match all of a sudden, or you know, he's not a champ right away. He's being built. But what do you do now? Listen, I know I might get some heat here. Sami Zayn's all well and good. You know, he's a fan favorite, but I'm legitimately pissed off when you have Baron Corbin, who's trying to get this monster push, being beaten by Sami Zayn. It's just not believable. Okay, listen. I know, you know, I may be in the minority here, but I'll be truthful with you. Sami Zayn, he is a good, I sound like Triple H now. He is a good B-class performer. Okay, he's in the B class, and that's what it is. He should not be in the main event. At least not yet, because I haven't seen anything that makes him deserve it. He's got some good skills. He cannot talk. He can't. He sucks on the mic, and that is the truth. I'm being honest with you. I'm sorry to break your hearts, all you Sami Zayn fans, but that is the absolute truth. He sucks on the mic. You know, I was surprised that he won. I really was, because this was a bad move. You pretty much halted Baron Corbin's push now, which is not something you want to do when you're trying to build a monster heel. Okay, or even if he's not being a heel, but you're trying to make him the lone wolf or whatever, Stone Cold 2.0, whatever the hell you're trying to do, but you just halted it and made it illegitimate because a guy like Sami Zayn just beat him. What the hell? Ooh, what's the threat in Baron Corbin? Okay, and that's how I feel about that. But that match wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed that match, and this is getting a solid B from me. Okay, so those two got some chemistry, but that's how I feel about the outcome of that match. Now, you want to talk about the biggest letdown for Backlash for me? Which this was the match I was most excited about. I had the most high hopes for, and I thought was going to be the match of the night. Maybe even a match of the year candidate. Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. Yeah. I don't know what the hell happened. It was terrible. I was actually legitimately wondering if there was something wrong with Kevin Owens, like physically, because they spent too much time on that mat. If you watch that back, too much time. Now, I know Kevin Owens is a portly fella, but nonetheless, he's usually in unbelievable shape, and he can do whatever any cruiserweight can do. And this guy spent a lot of time on the mat with AJ Styles. Now, later on in the match, they started meshed better, and they had some good spots going on. But this was a serious letdown. No, I knew, and as I predicted, and I was right again, once again, that AJ, AJ Styles wasn't going to win that United States Championship. I knew it was going to happen. Because why? Because the rumor has it that Kevin Owens is going to keep that going into a feud with Shinsuke Nakamura eventually for that United States Championship. So we'll see where that goes. But the point is, this thing was totally lackluster. I couldn't believe it. It was so bad. Now I know that the Ramblin' one, who was a guest on the Reject show, stated that there was no CM Punk chance, but you're wrong. CM Punk chance broke out, ladies and gentlemen, during this match. That's how bad this match was, that there were CM Punk chants breaking out. And, of course, WWE did what they could to put the kibosh on that, take the sound out. But yeah, they were definitely there during this match. That's how lackluster this match was. And that's being truthful with you. I'm not going to lie, I came in on with some of that CM Punk chants because I was pissed. These are two of the best guys on SmackDown. Well, now with Shinsuke Nakamura. And they're giving us crap. Okay? The way they ended it was crap. Tying AJ's foot on the frickin' table. That was crap, man. Let's be honest. That was crap. This match is going to get a C+. C+. There you go. That's what it's getting from me. I'm pissed off about it still. It should have been a lot better. There were some good spots there, but this was not a match you would think that these two great superstars would battle, and you thought this was going to be the match of the night, and it wasn't. Okay. Next. A match I totally forgot about. That's how unimportant this match was to me, and that is Luke Harper versus, what's his name? Eric. Eric Rowan. Mr. Mask, Mr. Lamb Mask, Mr. Sheep Mask. Something weird. All throughout the night, Eric Rowan was walking back and forth right by us. Right there. Just, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was hungry and he kept going to the concession stand or whatever. Once again, you want to talk about legitimate height. He's supposedly 6'7", 6'8". No, he's not. He's maybe 6'3", 6'4". If that, I towered over his ass. Now, the reason I keep talking about this is because I want everybody to understand that these heights and even these weights that they give a lot of these superstars are fake ass made up, all right? It's not true. There wasn't one superstar that are taller than me that is supposedly supposed to be 6'8", 6'9", whatever. And the same happened back at the March pay-per-view that me and Ramblin' Jay went to. The only one that was taller than me was Big Show. And not by much. He is not over 7 foot. I don't even think he's 7 foot. Maybe 6'8", 6'9". I'm being honest with you. Okay. Another one is Braun Strowman. We're about the same height. Okay. He's not 6'10" or whatever they want to say he is. Okay. So I just want to smarten you some of your marks up over there to think that these are true giants because they're really not. Okay. Which is surprising to me. I mean, I already knew that maybe they lied a little bit, but not this much. So, I mean, if I made it to the WWE, what are they going to say I am, 6'11", 7 foot? Because you got to think, with the wrestling boots, that adds about 2 inches. What am I, bigger than Undertaker now? You know what I mean? The point is, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I guess it's part of the persona to, disbelief, but whatever. I just thought I'd smarten up some of you marks out there. Now, this match between Eric Rowan and him, yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. I don't want to talk about it. That's how bad it was. Yeah, it was horrible. It was, now, it's obvious why they did it. They did it so we could actually get bored. It's a cool-down match to get ready for the main event, which many people thought they were going to be bored about as well. This is going to get a D from me. I'm sorry. D. D. That's it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's horrible. 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 Listen. Then we get to the main event. Oh, yes. The match the world's been waiting for. Not really. Jinder Mahal versus Orton. Excuse me. Messed up a little. Randy Orton. And I'll be honest with you. I was rooting for Jinder Mahal. I cannot stand Randy Orton because he is legitimately a major fucking asshole. Listen to his Twitter. He does nothing but bash independents. Okay, bash other people. Talk about, oh, how rich I am, and oh, I'm on my 13th title reign, I'm going on my 14th soon, or whatever the hell. He's so full of his own shit. He sucks. Okay, yeah, he can wrestle. He's got that. He sucks on the mic. Be honest. When he's on the mic, you're bored the fuck out. Because that's the truth. He's just boring. So I was obviously rooting for Jinder Mahal, but like I said, the chances of him winning that championship, I thought, were 99% that it's not going to happen. I'm happy to report I was completely wrong. Okay, now this match is pretty lackluster until it got crazy. First of all, let me say this. Randy Orton is fucking insane, and he's an asshole. He threw those Bollywood boys on that table like a madman. He could have killed them and snapped their necks. They could have been paraplegics or dead, the way he threw those guys on that announcer's table. Hell, I had the Mexican announcer that was right next to me run over on me because he was thrown on his thing, and it scared the shit out of him. Listen, if you go back, you can even see Randy Orton's face after he throws one of the Bollywood boys. He's like, oops. Then he actually pretends he's hurt to try to somehow get out of it. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. Listen, this motherfucker should be fined. He could have ended these guys' career or killed them. And that is the truth. And it's bullshit. Because guys like Mr. Candy, who should have been the next Stone Cold Steve Austin, who had all the charisma in his little pinky that Randy Orton couldn't have on his best freaking day, okay, gets fired because he supposedly was rough and hurt Randy Orton, which is bullshit. If you look back, Randy Orton never even landed on his neck. It's BS. Randy Orton should be fined. It's bullshit. These guys could have been seriously injured or worse. And that is the truth. I was there to see it live. I could not believe what I saw. But nonetheless, besides that terrible thing, Jinder Mahal became the WWE Champion, the Maharaja! Yes, sir, and I was excited. And you can see how excited I was because I was all over at that celebration. You can see my hands up. I'm on SmackDown. You can see all that shit. You can see how happy I was. I was ecstatic because finally the WWE surprised me and did something that I would do. And that is give this title to Jinder Mahal. Now, there's a few issues, but we're going to get there in a second. There's a few issues. Alright, so he's the WWE Champion. The new era has begun. Okay, now I got to rate this match. If Jinder Mahal didn't win the title, I would have gave this a C-. But because he won the title, Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton match, they get a B+. Bam. I said it, B+. Very pleasantly surprised at the outcome. Now, many people were like, why? Why would this happen? Randy Orton just won the title at WrestleMania. Many people are like, well, is this a business? Is this a business decision? Because we all know that India right now is got over a billion people, and they got most of some of their biggest fan base now is in India, and they're branching out there in big ways. So of course they want to give the title to their Indian boy. So is it a business decision? Maybe, more than likely. But that's okay. That is absolutely okay because it's a smart decision. It's smart. Okay, it's very smart. Now, monetization in India is about to hit big time with WWE and them, the network and everything. So it's going to get huge now. Now they got an Indian champion. Now, a couple things. One, is this harkening back to 2004, May of 2004? Ironically, it was a May 2 pay-per-view when it was JBL beating Eddie Guerrero for that WWE Championship and going to WrestleMania to eventually lose it to John Cena. And the new era began, the era of Thugonomics. Even though it was really turned into, Super Cena era. Didn't happen in Thugonomics like we wanted. But the point is, what happened here? And I don't know if Jinder Mahal is going to keep it that long. I don't think he will. Okay? I would like to see it happen. I would like to see him keep getting away with wins and making it so bad that we want somebody like Shinsuke Nakamura or AJ Styles to beat him. Then it finally happens and we're happy and everything. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't. I hope it does. But I just don't see him lose. He might lose it. I don't know if he's going to lose it the next SmackDown pay-per-view. But more than likely by SummerSlam or SummerSlam. That's my guess. Most likely to either AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, possibly Rusev. That's one of those three guys I believe are going to beat him for it. I don't think Randy Orton's going to beat him for it again. Listen, it's a little known fact, but this was actually not the outcome that was going to happen. All week they were thinking Randy was going to retain this championship. 2 hours before the pay-per-view started, Vince McMahon let Jinder Mahal know, we're giving you the strap. That's how close it came to it not happening. 2 hours before the event, they decided, no, we're going to go with you. And this is awesome. First of all, Jinder Mahal, he's getting better and better with his wrestling skills. He's getting better and better on the mic. Now, there is a major issue here, and it's very obvious. The man is seriously juiced up. Seriously. Now, you hear, if you were watching the Rejects Backlash review, you're like, well, yeah, but Cena, Triple H, juiced up. Sure. Okay. But not as bad as Jinder Mahal. Listen. The man has a serious case of gyno, first of all. And if you know what gyno is, it's true tits. And they're not fat tits. Tits. Okay? That's one way. The other way is the acne. The man has serious acne. That is another tall tale sign of steroid abuse. Serious steroid abuse. Now listen, I don't have a problem with that. If the guy wants to do steroids, let him do steroids. I don't give a crap. Listen, the problem I have, if the man has to take a drug test now, we're going to have a serious issue. Now we have a vacant championship. That's my problem. If that ends up happening, it's going to screw so much crap up again. So I'm just hoping that he doesn't get a random drug test during his reign, or else we're going to be in big trouble. It's going to be serious trouble, because we know now what are we going to do with the title now? Now we're going to have another tournament. What are we going to do? This is ridiculous. Jinder Mahal, I think, has the skills eventually to be maybe a Hall of Famer. I'm going to say it right now, but he's got to work better on it. But I think he can do it. I believe in him. I didn't believe him at first. When he first won, I was pissed when I heard he was going to be number one contender. But as the weeks went on, I watched him. And I'm like, this guy, he's got something. He's truly got something. And as Rambling Jay did state, it is legitimate heat. Okay? It's the classic America versus the foreigner. And it's great. I love it. It's harkening back to the old times. I wish they would have kept doing this with Muhammad Hassan back in 2005. He was originally going to win the title. The world title. But that, of course, didn't end up happening with the whole terrorist issues and all that. Anyways, Jinder Mahal is the champ. He had a great celebration on SmackDown. More than likely, he's going to be taking on either Randy Orton in a rematch at the next pay-per-view, or he's going to be taking on Rusev. One of the two. Now, Backlash as a whole, right now, I'll be honest with you, this is both as a fan in attendance and a fan who would watch at home. I'm going to give this, only because Jinder did win the championship and it surprised the hell out of me, this is going to get a C+. That's right. I'm going to agree with Rambling Jay here. This gets a C+. If Jinder did not win that championship, this thing would have got an F. Because this is crap. Now, I do want to retort a little bit about what the rejects said about the reason we got this crap pay-per-view is because of the whole CM Punk chant thing and whatever. I don't believe that for a second. First of all, if you notice, we've been getting these crap pay-per-views now for months. Look at it. Fastlane, crap. Freaking, TLC, crap. The match was Extreme Rules is going to be crap. Okay, besides maybe the main event, which is going to be the 5-man elimination match. The winner goes on to Great Balls of Fire to take on Brock Lesnar. Can you name any other matches on there? Well, I can name maybe Alexa Bliss taking on Bayley in the Extreme Rules or whatever. Kendo on the pole match. It's crap. It's crap, man. And that's the problem. Problem is you don't have competitors to go up against WWE. WWE needs to seriously check themselves, and I don't know. I really think they need to. If this this brand thing doesn't work out, it's just not working out because I don't think they're. I think the biggest problem is Brock Lesnar right now. Is putting the Universal Championship, and you don't have a champion on the Raw show. You don't have a world champion. It's crap. It's crap. It's stupid. And now you're supposed to hold out all the way to WrestleMania for frickin' Roman Reigns to beat him. It's stupid. It's stupid. But listen, we'll get to that another day. I want to get to some wrestling news right now. So this is what we call Wrestle World News. Yes, sir. So here we go. I want to start off with the Matt Hardy's broken issue, the rights issue, the whole can I speak? The legislation or whatever it is, the whole lawsuit thing going on. Impact Wrestling did throw out a statement of supposed emails that they tried to get a hold of WWE, and WWE basically said they don't want anything to do with the broken property, that they don't need it, they're not going to throw their hat in the ring for it. And Impact said that they haven't been holding it hostage. Well, the Hardys say otherwise, along with Matt Hardy's wife, who stated on Twitter that this is bullcrap and that they're lying, and she has the phone calls and paperwork to prove it. That the lawsuit is underway right now as we speak, and hopefully the broken gimmick will be brought to the WWE because it is pure gold. And so that's what's going on there. So it's he said, she said. Until this thing goes to court, we don't have any resolution yet. So stay tuned to see where that goes. Next, a little New Japan Pro Wrestling news for you fans right there. As you know, Shibata, okay, as they like to call it, the headbutt heard round the world. Okay, as you can see, a brutal headbutt given to Okada, the NJPW New Japan Pro Wrestling champion. Who's basically their Hulk Hogan, their Superman, if you will, their John Cena. He gave one of his brutal headbutts, and if you listen to this thing, I want to just listen. It's bad. It's bad. He is legitimately giving headbutts, and what ended up happening because of this headbutt is he cracked his skull open. Pretty bad. He ended up having a subdural hematoma. What that is when there's a crack in the skull, the blood leaking into the brain membrane. Serious stuff. The man needed brain surgery after this match. He was in intensive care for, I believe, 2 weeks. He is now in recovery in a regular room. But the chances that this guy is going to be allowed to wrestle ever again are slim to none because of this injury. It's not 100% guaranteed, but things are not looking good at all for him. Now, I have a couple feelings on this. You know, do you really have to go that far, you know what I mean, to hit that headbutt? Because you're not only risking your life, you're risking Okada's career as well, or his life, because, you know, it's like 2 eggs cracking, you know what I mean? That was ridiculous. You could have, you know, ended a guy's life or career besides your own, and that's carelessness. I don't agree with it. Shibata is a hell of a badass wrestler, legitimate badass wrestler. You want to talk about strong style? Obviously, this is the guy. It's a shame if his career has come to an end, but for some reason he is able to wrestle again. I hope he plays it safe, at least as far as headbutts go. That should not be allowed anymore. You know, make it a safe headbutt or whatever, but do not do that anymore. Well, that's how I feel about that. You know, I like to hear what you guys think about that. So yeah, that's really all with any crazy wrestling news for the week. There isn't anything really worthwhile else to talk about. Of course, look for the New Day to be coming on SmackDown, possibly already this coming Tuesday for SmackDown Live. That'll more than likely happen. It's going to be interesting to see where they feud with. Of course, I wanted to talk a little bit about Jim Ross's story. He told us a story that nobody knows, the Dirt Sheet knows, but he told us Chicago fans. And we want to, I'm going to be, I haven't heard anybody else state what he said yet on any news site, so I'm going to be probably the first one to do it. And this is what happened the night of NXT TakeOver Chicago. Jim Ross was there in the backstage, in catering, as he said, because he's a fat motherfucker. That's what he said. Those are his words. I didn't say it. And he said he sees Tyler Bate, the UK champion, and he sees Pete Dunne, my boy, the challenger, sitting in different directions eating. And he sits in the middle and he goes, come here. Come here. Never talked to him before. And he's like, he says to him, you know, you guys got a hell of an opportunity tonight. You know that, right? And they sit there like saucered eyes, and they're like, uh-huh. He's like, you guys are going to be fighting in front of one of the greatest crowds in the world. You know that, right? And they're like, uh-huh. And he's like, listen, this is my favorite place to announce, one of my favorite places to announce, and I am going to, this is my night back, okay? Live. So you guys better do fucking good and not mess things up and make it hard on my ass, because I want to call a good fucking match. And they're like, yes sir, yes sir. So I thought that was hilarious that Jim told that to everybody. And you know, they were so in awe of him, which they should, because I was in awe of him. You know, when I met him, he is the voice of my childhood. He really is. He is the voice of wrestling. You know, everybody's like Gordon Sully back in the day before him. And if you listen to old Gordon Sully matches, they're good. They're okay. You can't touch Jim Ross. I'm sorry. No one can touch Jim Ross. I always loved Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan too. But Jim Ross, that's my boy. He's just the voice of wrestling for me. And is truly the nicest guy I ever met. Like I said, I've got the cowboy tip, the okay from him, you know, when he saw me, you know, that holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, looked at me and he was like, holy fuck, this guy's huge. You know, calling big guy and shit. And that was a pretty good feeling, you know, kind of, you know, to get the okay, like, okay, so this guy thinks I'm spectacular. What are the chances if I go to, you know, if I get trained by Seth Rollins, eventually maybe it leads to something, you know, because, you know, Jim Ross used to be the head WWE talent scout and booker. So if anyone knows, it's Jim Ross. That was a special moment. It was a special moment meeting him. It was a special moment shaking his hand and talking a little bit about him. I can't wait to talk to him again one day when he comes back, or I go to another one of his things. Highly suggest when he comes to your town, please get the VIP package so you can talk to him beforehand. He's the nicest guy in the world. I honestly say that, and funny as hell. He's just great. But yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been Big Daddy D's Wrestletude, okay? I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we're going to try to do this weekly, if not every other week. But hopefully we'll get the old 3MPT team back to join me next time. Do a little classic review or something. I know we still haven't done our WrestleMania Dream Match review, so hopefully that'll come soon. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, because we're on the journey to 100,000 fans. Let's get her up there. We added another 50 in 2 days. Let's do it. We can keep doing this, folks. I believe in us. And I appreciate your support as always. Okay? And as always, you know, SuperVet69 is the channel. Along with my affiliates, the Rejects, collectively known as 3MPT. But, yeah, so the point is, I hope you enjoyed it. That was the wrestling news this week. As always, I love you guys. Peace. God bless.
Rocky Balboa, the Italian style.